On Monday, representatives from major Dutch firms involved in tourism got together with their key tourism clients. Netherlands as part of Southeast Asia sales mission organised by the Netherlands Board of Tourism and Conventions. Indonesia Highlights went down to the Ritz-Carlton in South Jakarta to check it out.
The gateway to Europe is how the Netherlands Board of Tourism and Conventions describes Holland, a land of cheese, flowers, fine art and culture, whose links with its surrounding countries and with Indonesia are as old as they are new and growing.
Yeah, sure, no worries. Basically, we did an analysis of the last given a year to look at the Indonesian market and its potential. It's one of the upcoming markets that we've been identifying across the world. And we have an approach in these markets where we do that in a joint cooperation with partners. So we look at the various markets that are showing us potential. We find the partners that are willing to invest in that market, and then we go and explore that market physically, as well as obviously looking at all the stats. And that's what this trip is about, the sales mission into Indonesia.
The NTBC brought together a number of major Dutch firms involved in tourism, not least the one that represents the first thing a visiting Indonesian would see getting off the plane, the Schiphol Group.
And we have seen the number of passengers growing from the Indonesia. 30,000 it was about 4 or 5 years ago, and now it's already 50,000. That's only arriving passengers from Indonesia, and we expect that's not passengers, but number of people living in Indonesia that come to Amsterdam.
KLM, the airline, was there as well as Schiphol, Amsterdam's award-winning airport, and Indonesia's national flag carrier Garuda Indonesia, with both its Jakarta and Amsterdam offices represented.
No, actually we tend to have a diversity in the public the traffic we have. Of course, it's a mixture of business. The businessmen most of the time would like to have a direct product, which we can serve together with Air France and with KLM via Singapore or Kuala Lumpur. But also for a tourist, the more leisure. We have a very good product in economy, premium economy.
Well, this is what you see in all the upcoming markets actually, is that people who, the middle class is growing, so people start traveling, first domestic, then in the area. You see that happening here as well, visiting neighboring countries. And if they've done that, then people really crave for their European tour.
Getting tourists into the country was only part of the experience. A favourite activity of Indonesian tourists is shopping, and MacArthur Glen Group, an operator of retail outlets, was there too, as were iconic destinations like Keukenhof, the destination garden whose tulips are among the most recognised symbols of the Netherlands. Henrik Willig Cheese started out as a cheesemaker in 1974. Now, tourism dominates its business. The Southeast Asia Sales Mission 2014 would go on to Surabaya. With Indonesia a target market for the Dutch tourism industry, the appetite only seems to grow stronger, and the view to the year ahead. Blaise Hope and Mustika Hapsoro for Berita Satu English in Jakarta.